Here we go. Oh, that's real. Will you snap out of it and get me some more coffee? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies. Let's get started.
Welcome to That's Latte Film with your hosts, Rebecca and Erika. On this podcast, we will talk about some of our unpopular opinions on some popular films. So grab a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, relax, and join us. Disclaimer, some of the films we discuss may be explicit. We will try our best to keep it PG, but please beware before you watch the films. There will also be a lot of spoilers. Yes, there will be. Well, welcome, guys. Welcome to, I would say this is season 3 of the podcast.
Dang.
We've been doing this for 3 years now. This is our
That's
third year.
bonkers. I didn't know that.
That's crazy. Okay,
Wow.
so, and we're getting better and better every day. So now we're doing
I know y'all see us
live
being professional
streams.
and
I
stuff.
know. We're on OBS now,
Yeah.
streaming live.
We used to be on Zoom calls, guys.
Zoom
during
calls.
COVID.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about
Mhm.
that. Yeah, we really
and
did.
I remember it because it was traumatic.
Yeah, those Zoom calls were
There were a lot.
yeah. But we were just starting, okay?
Yeah.
And there's still things to improve on, okay?
Yeah.
So don't come for me.
I'm not coming for anybody.
All right, because I have lights, all right, but I need better lights,
Why?
you know.
I think you
I
look
feel
fantastic.
well, we do. But I'm very
Picky?
picky, okay? And
Understood.
I know, but it's fine. But also, we need a backdrop
Mm-hmm.
of some kind. I'm sorry that you're seeing the closet door. I apologize,
Oh,
okay?
well, you could have put that up.
You know,
Wait.
that's true. I got to make a whole thing for the background.
It's okay.
But we are making baby steps, okay, every single day. So nobody come for me. If you come for me,
Then we're gonna have some.
we're going to have some.
And you're gonna have me to deal with, and you don't want the smoke. Okay.
And I know that we say we love you a latte, but
we can fight a lot.
we can fight. We can fight a latte. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Snapping.
Anyways, so I had a suggestion from a good friend of mine. I'm not going to say her name because she'll probably kill me if I say it, but I'll let Becca know later. But she was the one that suggested that we do a continuation of the Christmas movies because there are so many out there that are considered Christmas movies that people actually watch. And they get that Christmassy feeling, and I'm just like, wow. So far we did last year we did Elf,
Mm-hmm. And Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
And I think Christmas with the Cranks.
Yes. Yeah. That was last year.
Mhm.
That was the previous year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. In
Yeah.
2022, we did debatable Christmas movies. So we did Die Hard, we did Nightmare Before Christmas, and we did
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns. I also did a mini TikTok on Gremlins because that was another one.
I almost watched that last night
Yeah.
because it was Friday the 13th. So, my husband
I
being the
didn't get
horror
a
movie lover
tattoo
that he loves.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, they'll do that like Atomic.
They do that.
Yeah. He
Next
wanted
year.
to watch a horror movie, and he tried to get me to watch Friday the 13th, but I was like, I am
No.
scared of literally everything.
Definitely not.
I am terrified of everything. It doesn't matter. So we watched The Shining. That I fell asleep
Okay.
again. This is the second time that I tried to watch The Shining, and I've fallen asleep at the same
The
point.
Shining. You know, I don't think I've ever seen The Shining.
It's very long. It's like 2 and change.
That's Jack Nicholson, right?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
I need to watch it.
It's very eerie, like suspenseful.
So it's not really it's not horror.
No,
Okay.
it's more a psychological thriller. But I'm terrified of everything, so it doesn't really matter what it is. I'm just gonna be scared.
That's valid.
Yeah.
If
And then
you guys
I
have been with
married
her,
somebody who loves Halloween and scary movies.
what a match.
So I
What
told
a
him last night
match.
because he really was like really wanted to watch Friday the 13th, and I was like, you knew I didn't like these movies when you married me, so I'm not sorry.
Right. Like, I put my foot down.
Yeah, but we watched The Shining.
Okay. All right. Well, so this time we're continuing that same idea from the last time, but we're doing Iron Man 3 because a lot of people were talking about Iron Man 3.
I don't know why.
And we'll do that first.
Okay.
We'll just start with Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right. Let's read the summary, okay? So, plagued with worry and insomnia since saving New York from destruction, Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., now is more dependent on the suits that give him his Iron Man persona, so much so that every aspect of his life is affected, including his relationship with Pepper, who is played by Gwyneth Paltrow. After a malevolent enemy known as the Mandarin, Ben Kingsley reduces his personal world to rubble. Tony must rely solely on instinct and ingenuity to avenge his losses and protect the people he loves.
That was very descriptive.
Now, first of all, does that description even sound any bit Christmassy at all?
No. So, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When you told me we were doing movies that seemed like Christmas movies and you told me Iron Man 3, I was like, what? I was like, in what way is that have at all to do with Christmas? And then I was watching it and it was like, okay, the beginning he get like it's kind of Christmassy, and then the entire movie goes by and I forget that it's supposed to be some type of Christmas movie. And then there's only one other part that has to do with Christmas.
Yeah.
So what? How is this a Christmas movie? Nobody even opens gifts or anything. I don't understand.
Right. So thoughts. I have thoughts.
I
okay?
like this movie. I do like Iron Man 3.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. Most people don't like this movie.
Yeah, this
I
is
like
a
it.
good movie. And I think it's because it really like focuses on Tony Stark's like arrogance.
Yeah.
And it like
It's so funny.
yeah, like and the fact that such an arrogant man is now getting like anxiety attacks.
Yeah, he is.
You know, like these extreme like severe anxiety attacks from the mention of New York.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes me laugh. Like wherever he's at, if they mention New York, he's on the ground.
Attack. Sweating, trembling, going through it.
I'm like, oh my god. But I mean, I know that the destruction was bad, but
yeah,
now they're having to, he's basically having to what's it called, like come back from this,
Yeah.
And so I can like, okay. There is an article, written by Marvel, as to why Iron Man is considered a Christmas movie. Okay.
They say it is?
They say that it is a Christmas movie.
There's only one part of this movie that is somewhat Christmassy. And I will tell you that it is okay, so the whole movie
Look. Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Here's why. And then it says Merry Christmas, Tony Stark.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, this is written by Marvel. So take it with a grain of salt, okay?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to I wanted to go to the source, okay? So it says, do you have any long-standing Christmas Eve traditions? Like sitting around the fireplace with your family, exchanging gifts, caroling through the snowy streets of your hometown, or fighting off AIM to stop the extremist virus from spreading? It's safe to assume the latter is not something you've ever encountered on December 24th, but it's the scenario Tony Stark finds himself in towards the end of Marvel Studios' Iron Man 3. Instead of having a nice... I'm so sorry. So we didn't have hot chocolate, and I really thought we did, so we didn't. And now she had to make it with chocolate syrup.
Yeah, and it's a chocolate syrup that you put on top of like ice cream.
Oh,
so it's not.
It wasn't Nesquik or anything like that.
No, we don't have anything. So I enjoyed some whipped cream with cinnamon. Anyways,
I'm sorry. Instead of having a nice dinner with his friends and family that evening, he's got to stop Aldrich Killian, who is weaponizing the extremist virus. Okay, so then The plot of Iron Man 3 could honestly take place at any time of the year, considering it's not wholly dependent on its Christmas setting. But the fact that it does take place at Christmas makes it a clear contender for a true Christmas movie.
No, it doesn't.
And we're here to say, once and for all, that it deserves a place in the Christmas Movie Hall
No,
of
it
Fame.
doesn't.
Proclaiming this, of course, brings up the age-old debate as to what actually qualifies something as a Christmas movie. And your mind probably wanders to that argument over the likes of Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, which I should have done Lethal Weapon.
Dad commented, "Sorry for the lack of hot chocolate. It's okay."
Are you, though?
Just stock up next time. How about that?
That's in our next album.
I have hot chocolate in
right?
my house, and I don't even drink hot chocolate at home.
I told you.
You told me to bring milk. Don't even try me. You told me to bring milk, and then you told me that you had almond milk. So technically, you didn't tell me to bring anything. So don't try me.
Anyways.
All
All right. So over the likes of Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Gremlins, and Rocky 4. Excuse me.
Rocky.
Excuse
I
me.
only watched the first Rocky.
I
You couldn't
never
catch me get to number 4. You couldn't catch me getting to Rocky number 4.
We can't get that far.
No, I got Rocky 1 and I was struggling.
Rocky 1 is, we're going to have to do a
We did a podcast on Rocky.
Oh, that was the second episode.
Yes. That's the
I'm
only
sorry.
reason I watched it.
I'm so sorry for that torture. All right, so it says, hey, if those are allowed to be classified as Christmas movies, so is Iron Man. Okay, valid. Valid, Marvel.
But those aren't. Okay.
So
whatever.
basically what they're trying to say in this article is that this movie is very Christmas Carol like. This movie. So, says even more so, we believe Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie because the essence of the story revolves around Tony going through hardships and coming out of the other side to see the wrong in his ways. That is the spirit of Christmas.
Okay, so then every single movie ever
every movie
is a Christmas movie.
If there's no character development.
That's what I'm saying. There's character development in every movie. He gets the same thing in every Iron Man movie. He, is a horrible person. At the end of the movie, he's a good person.
What is Dad saying? Is this it?
He said Iron Man 3 had Christmas lights at the restaurant. Christmas movie. You're wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
No, he said Iron Man 3 had Christmas lights at the restaurant. Period. Christmas movie. Period.
I appreciate your punctuation, but it's not a Christmas movie. Anyways.
All right, moving on.
But let me tell you something.
So wait. Okay. Iron Man 3 follows Tony as he tries to take down Killian, who he first met 20 years before, who has come back with a vengeance and his extremist virus. Back in the late 90s, Tony shrugged off Killian's early ideas for AIM, and now he's going to pay the price for it. Meanwhile, Tony is struggling with his own inner demons because he is still trying to get over the events of Marvel Studios' The Avengers. Tony isn't sleeping, he's suffering from frequent anxiety attacks, and everyone just wants to talk about how he escaped the wormhole in the sky. You'd be pretty on edge too, and that's not including the added stress of the season, like picking out perfect presents and decorating trees. The Christmas setting adds another layer to the story because it feels like Killian is literally a ghost from Tony's holiday past that comes back to haunt him. Honestly, if there's one movie in the cinematic universe that could be compared to Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, it's Iron Man 3.
The way that entire
They're fighting
article
really hard
is blasphemy because this is not a Christmas movie. It the only part that's kind of Christmassy is that Tony ends up coming to some type of compound. So basically there's a terrorist named the Mandarin who's terrorizing America and saying that it needs to pay for its sins and everything like that. So it keeps hijacking the cable and broadcasting commercials or whatever. But so Tony's trying to find where the Mandarin is at, and then he finds that he's living in Miami, so he goes to the compound where he's at, and he has to take down all the security guards, but before that, he had threatened the Mandarin, so they had blown up his house, and it fell into the ocean, and so he didn't have any of his suits, and then he ended up in Tennessee helping this little kid. First of all, the relationship with the little kid, hilarious.
The best. So cute.
Hilarious. When he was which happens, yeah, my dad, the little kid was like, my dad went to to the gas station. The guy scratch off tickets. I guess he won because he never came back. And he was like, "That happens. Dads leave. Just don't be about it." And
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh my god!"
Like, Tony!
And then he was like, "I need a tuna sandwich," and da 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 da. Like, listed a whole bunch of stuff for the kid to get, and then the kid keeps talking, and Tony goes, "You know what I keep thinking about? Where is my sandwich?" It's so funny.
I love Tony Stark, I will say.
Yes. And then when he was in the car and he was like the kid wanted to go with him and he was like, we're connected. We're connected. You just don't see it, but we're connected. And then the kid was like, I'm cold, and wanted to get in the car, and Tony was like, I know, you know how I can tell? Because we're connected. He drove away. It's so funny. But yeah, this little kid helps him and gets him all this supplies. He buys Christmas ornaments, and he makes these Christmas ornaments into bombs. And during the scene where he's trying to like get all the security guards to like, he's trying to get all them down, he throws those at them, and there's a Christmas song playing. That is the most Christmas part of that movie, and that's it.
Wait, which part?
When he's trying to get onto the compound where the Mandarin is at.
Oh,
and he has to like makeshift like weapons because he doesn't have a suit.
Oh, yes.
So he makes the Christmas ornaments into bombs, and the Christmas song is playing while.
Yes. Okay.
That.
So
that part and
that
the part in
part,
the beginning.
yes.
When in the part in the beginning when he's like he put
His suit
put
is-
these like little like things in his like magnets, I guess, into his skin,
Mhm.
so that way if he goes like this, that the suit comes to him. And during that part in the beginning, he plays a Christmas song.
His jingle bells.
Yeah, and he dances like this.
So Christmassy.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah. That it's kind of like Die Hard in a way, because Die Hard, even okay, but if you compare Die Hard and Iron Man 3, Die Hard is definitely way more Christmassy.
Yeah,
than
because it's a
this.
Christmas party.
Yeah, because there's a Christmas party going on. There's Christmas music during like there's always Christmas music.
Yeah.
There's lights everywhere. The
Yeah.
guys are even saying like Christmas like phrases during during their attack, you know, like
Yeah.
it's way more Christmassy.
Yeah.
This
This one, like, they don't even
It
mention
comes out of
really
nowhere.
that it's Christmas. Like, nobody says anything until like you realize he plays Christmas music.
Yeah.
He bought Pepper that big that rabbit thing for Christmas, and then the part where he's throwing the ornaments, and then at the end when everything's over, Tony says that tomorrow's Christmas. That's it.
Oh.
That is
right.
literally it. Like, there's no Christmas.
Yeah, because
like,
he doesn't. At least in Die Hard, they like wish each other Merry Christmas, like Merry Christmas, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, barely.
But
in
this
Iron
one
Man
is
3.
nothing. There's no the whole point of this movie was the fact that he was trying to get the Mandarin,
Yeah,
who ended up being Aldrich Killian, some guy from his past. Who
and
he
the
blew off.
Mandarin being an actor is the part that always gets me.
It's so funny.
That part is so
That
funny.
part, because the Mandarin is like, he broadcasts like all these terrorist commercials, and
Yeah,
Tony finally finds him to find out that he's a street actor. That the only reason he's doing it is because they're giving him anything he wants.
the house,
yeah,
like
drugs, a yacht, girls, like whatever he wants, and then to find out that Aldrich Killian is actually the Mandarin.
basically. And Aldrich Killian is like intense.
Yeah, he's
Every time I
some
see
guy
this
from Tony's
guy-
past.
Yeah, every time I see this actor, I think of the Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, that's not what I think of. I think of Bedtime Stories.
Is he in Bedtime Stories
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, he's the bad guy in Bedtime Stories. He's the one who's trying to whatever Adam Sandler's character is. It's the guy who's trying to like.
I
they're
forgot
both,
about
They're
that.
both competing to be the manager of the hotel.
I
remember?
really forgot about
How
that.
do you not remember that?
Okay, I haven't seen Bedtime Stories in a very long time.
I watched it maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah, Becca used to watch Bedtime Stories.
I don't want to.
I feel like daily,
I did.
like on repeat.
There was a good summer that I watched it.
It was
every
her
day.
and Sarah.
Yeah.
Her and Sarah used to just Bedtime Stories.
Because of Bugsy.
It was Bedtime Stories. Lilo and Stitch was another one.
Oh yeah.
On repeat.
Now I have my own Stitch. My dog is.
Thankfully,
literally
I like
Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Thankfully, because otherwise, I'd be like,
Listen.
stop watching that.
You
dang
watched The
movie."
Phantom of the Opera and Count of Monte Cristo and I Love Lucy and all that. Oh, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis
Doesn't it make
Comedy
sense?
Hour.
Doesn't it make
Yeah.
sense?
It does make sense.
I'm sorry. All right.
So,
I mean, now you love them too. So,
I do.
anyways,
I do appreciate that. I'm cultured.
yes, she's very cultured.
I'm not one of these other
This is how we
people
bond.
in my generation.
Uncultured
Uncultured
swine.
swine.
Okay, moving on. So, I wanted to continue with this. Okay, so it says just like Scrooge, but without any of the bah humbugs. Tony needs some pushing to get to where he needs to be. He needs Pepper to almost walk away from him, to realize he needs to be a better partner. He needs his new tween friend Harley to remind him that what it's like to lose a father figure and abandon responsibilities. He needs Rhodey to once again show him how to spring into action and save the day. Tony at the beginning of the movie is much different than Tony at the end. All along, we've seen him tinkering with new versions of the Iron Man suit, and it's not until he's destroyed all of them that he comes to his own conclusion. My armor was never a distraction or a hobby, it was a cocoon, and now I'm a changed man. With Jingle Bells playing in the background for all of this, it's hard not to look at Iron Man 3 through a traditional Christmas story lens. Traditional?
It's not
Stop
hard.
it.
It's not hard.
Tony could have changed at any point during the year, but changing now at Christmas sure drives home the point that this is the season for rebirth aligned with the winter solstice. Oh my god.
I'm done.
Anyways,
I'm done with Marvel.
just before the credits roll, you half expect him to go running through the street shouting Merry Christmas like George Bailey in the Christmas movie It's a Wonderful Life.
No, you don't.
But Tony is not George, and he's not even Scrooge. Instead, he throws his arc reactor into the ocean, but that's kind of the same thing. He's saying goodbye to his past and hello to a brand new chapter.
Okay.
They really
They're
went with this.
stretching it. They're stretching it.
They went full speed.
They stretched
I mean,
it.
I appreciate them trying.
I don't. It's not a Christmas movie.
I agree. It is, to me, it is not a Christmas movie.
Not
it's a
even a little
great
bit.
movie.
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
But Christmas, it just
No.
has one Christmas song, Jingle Bells,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a Christmas tree in the corner that I realized was there at one point, but couldn't even tell.
Right.
You barely see people buying presents
No.
or anything like that. There's no Christmas parties.
No.
Just a lot of people blowing up because they're radioactive.
Yep.
From
the extremists.
Maybe New Year's. Maybe we could say it's a New Year's movie, fireworks, explosion.
Not really.
That's the closest we can get.
It's not a holiday movie. It's just a movie.
Right. It's just a movie
just
set during Christmas time.
Yeah.
But it's not a
Barely.
Christmas movie.
I wouldn't even know if you were actually paying attention, you wouldn't even be aware that this is anything to do with Christmas.
Yeah.
So
I will say that I think the intro to this Iron Man is one of my favorites.
Why?
The way that it starts. Hold up.
I don't remember.
Hold up, guys. We're gonna play it because it's one of my favorites. I think this one and the Spider-Man Homecoming, like my favorite intros in the MCU.
Not a Spider-Man fan, or at least the new ones. I really haven't watched those.
Are you kidding me right now?
The last Marvel movie I actually watched and enjoyed was Endgame. So I don't really have a good opinion.
Okay. I mean but they're so good. I like them. Will it show it here?
You might have to go to Disney Plus.
Opening scene. Yeah, it's making me do an update.
On Disney Plus?
On Disney Plus. I'm thinking you guys can hear it. I love the song choice.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Because he starts it off and he tries to do some they missed that part. I wish they would have played that too. Because he tries to do an opening deep statement.
Yeah, he's like,
and then he's
start again.
Yeah, he's like, never mind. Let's start over. And then it goes into this opening.
Yeah.
And I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. So, all right, guys. A verdict?
No, it is not a Christmas movie.
Agreed. No. I'm sorry. We can get the hate mail,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's a
Send it
Christmas
my
movie.
way, bro. It's not a Christmas movie.
Right. Please come for me because I will tell you even more reasons why it's not a Christmas movie.
Right.
Marvel really, really, really
Wants you to
believe it. And I
They're
looked it up.
gaslighting you.
I was like, oh, reasons why it's a Christmas movie, like what I did with the other movies. The other ones had way more background, like way more reasonings for why it's a Christmas movie.
They just tried
Dad,
to gaslight
dislike.
it.
Sorry. All right. Sorry. Let's have a little word from our sponsors. So, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free.
Period.
There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, which I think is great. Anchor
Convenient.
Right? So convenient. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more, which is the reason why we have our podcast, because we use Anchor, and it really helps us to get on all those streaming services.
Dad said I'm watching the restaurant scene with Christmas lights in the background right now. I have Christmas lights in my house.
Does it mean it's
year-round.
Christmas time?
Exactly. Exactly.
Anyways, continuing. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Do
All right.
Do it. Do it.
Do it, guys. It's really easy. You can literally record from the app. You can literally open the app and just record and then edit it. And it posts
On
on
the app?
all on the app.
That's
And then it
cool.
posts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It does all of that for you. Me personally, I edit everything my own, like my way, because I want to do specific things on there. But it's great, guys.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So our second movie for today's podcast is a very much beloved
Pop
movie.
culture icon movie.
People love it. It's all over the world. And it is
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
I love this movie.
This is such a good movie.
It is so funny. It has no business being that funny.
It's such a classic.
But
Okay.
I will say, Christmas movie.
Okay, let's
No.
read the summary. Okay, teenage Katie Heron was educated in Africa by her scientist parents. When her family moves to the suburbs of Illinois, Katie finally gets to experience public school and gets a quick primer on the cruel, tacit laws of popularity that divide her fellow students into tightly knit cliques. She unwittingly finds herself in the good graces of an elite group of cool students dubbed the Plastics. But Katie soon realizes how her shallow group of new friends earned this nickname.
First of all, her parents aren't scientists. They're zoologists.
Right, they're zoologists.
That's
Get
a
it
very
together.
Weird description. I love this movie. I like
forgot
the
how good it
musical
was.
even more. They made this movie into a musical.
I don't think I've ever seen the musical.
I haven't seen the musical, but I listened to a lot of the songs from the musical. And one of the girls who played Regina George in the musical, I love her. So she's fantastic.
Okay.
She's a great singer.
You
And
have
now-
to be really good to play
And now
Regina
they're
George.
making so they had the movie, then they had the musical, and now they're making a movie based on the musical.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh my
But
goodness.
that doesn't make sense to me, because how are you gonna make a musical based on movie musical based on a musical that was based on a movie?
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off.
I think Tina Fey is doing it.
Is she doing it?
Yeah.
If
And she
Tina
wrote
Fey is doing it,
she was like involved in the making of the musical.
that's
so.
gonna be mad funny.
And the girl who played Regina George in the musical is
Mhm.
being Regina George in the movie.
Oh my gosh. They better have what's her face? Amy Poehler in there too.
Or she played the mom.
The mom.
I don't know.
She was
I know that the girl
So
who did
funny.
the voice of Moana is playing Janice.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. First of all, so many things about this movie that are amazing, okay? But I just love how random it is that
Yeah.
she was born and raised in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, and then brought over. And okay, the fact that they have the music in the background most of the time, that's like kind of like African like style.
That's funny.
I'm like, why? Why do they
They
have
had
to do that?
Yeah, they just had to, I guess.
I guess so. Like but it was always random because like she's literally in a high school, and then you hear that background. I'm just like, what?
Or when they're at the mall.
Yeah.
And they do that whole scene of that everybody acting like animals.
Oh my gosh. But those parts are mad funny.
Mm-hmm.
They start going ham on each other, but like, but the sound effects of the animals and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, the monkeys
when they
and
attack each other,
lions
it's
and-
like,
yeah.
"Rawr,"
Yeah.
and like monkey screeches and everything.
But I didn't even know this was a Christmas movie. I didn't know like that anybody thought it was a Christmas movie because there's literally only one scene that has to do
Yeah.
with Christmas.
Well, somebody mentioned it to me, and I was like, what? And then I did research, and people legitimately have arguments about this movie.
But why? There's only one scene. Nothing
One
else in the
scene.
movie has to do with Christmas. Nothing.
And the thing
else.
is, like, the rest of the movie, you don't see Christmas lights, you don't see trees, nothing.
Especially since no, it's not a Christmas movie because Halloween happens in this movie too. They have a Halloween party
In the beginning,
of this movie.
right?
They have a Halloween party and then they do the Christmas concert.
So it's a movie of seasons.
It's a season. Y'all drag it because then you know it's not a Christmas movie. Christmas does not last the entire movie. The school year literally ends in this movie. So it goes from October or when the school year begins. So
Mhm.
what, September all the way to May. So it's or June, whenever regular
that's
school year
true.
is.
Because
So
then they
it's
skip
not
all the way to prom. No, it's not prom.
a spring fling.
Their
or
spring
whatever.
fling.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is not a Christmas case closed. Caso cerrado.
Dang.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. It's there's only one scene where they're dancing with the Santa outfits.
Yeah, when they do. What a bright time.
Yeah.
It's the bright time.
That's literally it. They had one they had one garland that showed in the background.
Yeah, and they were wearing
wrapping
Santa
around
outfits.
a pole.
Yeah.
And that was the most Christmassy that there was in the entire movie.
Yeah. So
But a
whoever
Christmas
originally
movie?
said this was a Christmas movie, reevaluate.
Hold up.
Please.
Hold on. So Mean Girls Christmas. I'm telling you. They have Christmas costumes. Mean Girls is the greatest Christmas film of all time. Hold up.
That just doesn't make sense if you think about it.
It says not convinced? Be gruel. We're about to change your mind.
Give me this. I want to read it.
Your turn.
This is written by Anya Ryan in December of 2021. Forget elves, carols, and snow-filled family fun. The recipe for a great Christmas film is actually an American high school populated by mean girls. Okay, stay with me. With some of the most famed film lines of this century, a star-studded cast, and a dash of festive flavor, Mean Girls has all the necessary components to be the greatest holiday classic of all time. Mulled wine at the ready, prepared to be convinced that this teen flick favorite is just what you need to watch to get into the festive spirit. Written by Tina Fey, Mean Girls was released in 2004 and follows 16-year-old Katie Heron as she leaves behind her homeschool life in Africa for the vicious corridors of North Shore High School. Quickly, she finds her place as part of the most powerful clique in her year, the Plastics, led by infamous Queen Bee, Regina George. But with only a small segment of Mean Girls set at Christmas time, you might expect its seasonal glow to be a fleeting feeling.
What?
Far from true, many of the film's standout moments have the holiday period at their center. From Damien's dramatic entrance in a bright red. Okay, all right. So there is another scene.
That's
but,
right.
From Damien's dramatic entrance in a bright red Santa suit as he ho hands out candy canes and says the unforgettable line, "4 for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco." To the Plastics' annual performance, the festive classic Jingle Bell Rock and bright vinyl miniskirts, the festivities have a lasting and quotable effect. But it's not just the Christmas scenes that make Mean Girls a perfect choice for a dark December evening. Really, all holiday classic needs it's a solid life-affirming message at its core.
Life affirming message in Mean Girls. Okay.
Regina George literally gets hit by a
Calm
bus.
down.
So what life-affirming message is at the end of this
Calm
movie? As Katie breaks apart her prom queen crown and hands it around to the girls in her year, we're taught that kindness matters more than social status. Her friendship with the good guys, Janice and Damien, teaches us to value the people close to us. And as Katie's voiceover says the celebrated lines, calling someone fat won't make you any skinnier. At the Mathletes final, she reminds us that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and insulting others won't get you far. The whole thing reeks of sentimental sentimental redemption. What's more festive than that? To earn a place at the
Wow.
yearly watch, a good Christmas film must also have an element of nostalgia, which Mean Girls has in fistfuls. Set entirely in high school, it encourages its older viewers to revisit their youth, filled with enduringly recognizable teen character tropes and the superficial bad word superficial
Yikes.
the B word that is only possible within the walls of a school. The 97 film takes you right back. Just trust me. Watch Mean Girls this Christmas and you'll be hooked by its merriment and charm. It's a timeless film. A film that, without being too cringe, captures everything a festive favorite should be. And despite all its talk of October 3rd, Mean Girls is well and truly a Christmas movie. Disagree? We're probably not fetch enough. Oh. So you're saying I'm not fetch, Anya?
That's rude. That's rude.
Stop trying to make fetch cool, Anya.
Right.
Anyways.
Can't make it.
That is not... Okay, there's another scene, fine, that Damien's wearing a Santa costume, but like...
Right. Oh, is that the scene?
Yeah.
You go, Glen Coco.
Man who doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus might translate into, why is he so huge and obnoxious?
Candy cane gums.
Okay, hurry up.
Taylor Cinnamon, 2 for you. Glen Coco, 4 for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. And Caddy Heron. Do we have a Caddy Heron here?
It's Katie.
Oh, Katie, here you go. 1 for you. And none for Gretchen Wieners. 5.
You have to hear the song
Oh gosh.
Revenge Party from the Mean Girls, because it's like the whole, like, when they decide they're gonna get revenge on Regina George because she's dating Aaron.
Okay. Okay.
It's so funny. Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, because it's in that the Glen Coco part is in that song too. It's really
Oh my
funny. Yeah.
Okay, but of course, Mean Girls is a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I mean, beware.
Yeah.
But we already gave that disclaimer in the
Yeah.
very beginning, so it's at your own risk.
Yeah.
But it's such a good movie.
It's good, but it's not a Christmas movie. I'm not convinced on
Right. It only because Mean Girls, people watch this movie all year round.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's really well known for October 3rd. On October 3rd? He asked me
Yeah.
what day it is. It's October 3rd.
right. Yeah, like I've never heard before this, like before the end of last year, I'd never heard about Mean Girls being a Christmas movie ever.
No.
So I can't agree with Anya Ryan, and I
Yeah,
can't
so
agree with
sorry.
the rest of the world. Whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever thinks this is a Christmas movie, you're wrong. You are wrong.
You are wrong.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
understand. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Just watch something else. Watch a different Christmas movie.
Yeah, because Mean Girls, I could literally watch in April, and even with that little scene of them dancing, I don't feel like I'm watching a Christmas film.
Right.
I don't feel like, oh, I should be watching this.
Right.
But like Elf,
yeah,
you
it
know,
can't be watched up until like October.
right? Like I could watch it. I'll watch it no matter what time of the year it is because it's great. But I'll feel bad because I'll be like, oh man, this is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is a Christmas film.
Yeah.
Even Die Hard, I might, if I watch it, I'd be like, dang, like this is a lot of Christmas right
No,
now.
That hurts not a Christmas movie either.
But like Batman Returns, no, I could watch that movie all year and never feel like I'm watching a Christmas film.
Whatever.
Never.
I guess so. But I'm just disappointed.
She's disappointed in the world for
I
thinking
am.
that that's
Like,
a Christmas
what?
movie. That both Iron Man 3, I mean, okay, comparing the two of them, okay? Iron Man 3
Iron Man 3
and
definitely
Mean
is more
Girls.
Christmas.
Okay,
More
yeah.
Christmassy because of the, they did the whole scene with the ornaments and everything.
Right. That's definitely the most Christmassy
Out of the
movie
two.
out
yeah.
of the two.
Yeah, Mean Girls is not a Christmas movie. I don't understand. I don't get that.
I'm sorry, guys. I really am. Okay? But
Anyways.
I think that's all that I have to say about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, so this is a new season, okay? New things are happening, okay? So every month we're going to be doing live streams, okay? So you can always tune in every single month and we'll either, depending on the month that it is, we'll do themed episodes or just, a random episode, a movie we've been wanting to talk about, whatever. But this year, I've reached out to certain special guests who will be on the show as well.
Ooh, one of my coworkers wants to guest star.
Ooh, okay. Well, maybe.
At Adrian. He doesn't have social media.
Reach
actually, so
out.
never mind.
Oh my, Adrian.
He just got off of social media.
What is the nonsense? How do you not have
for mental health?
Oh,
yeah. He said he
mental
needs
health is important.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Mm-hmm,
The amount of times that I think of getting off social media for that
Yeah.
exact reason,
Mhm.
and then just going on there for posting something and then just getting off
Yeah.
immediately.
But we started saying it as a joke because we'll say something at work and he'll do something weird and we'll be like, it's because he doesn't have social media. Like, he doesn't have social media. It's okay.
I'm sorry, I can't see anything.
Yeah, you don't got social media.
Oh, okay, no, I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this year we'll be having special guests all throughout the year, kind of like spread out, depending on people's schedules and things like that. I'm still deciding if we're gonna do that live or if I'm just gonna have those as like exclusive episodes that people would have to like subscribe to watch or to listen to. I'm still deciding that. You guys let me know if you'd be interested in something like that. But if not, either way, it'll be posted just audio unless they're here, unless they're like in the studio. So you'll be getting different things throughout the year. So it'll be me and Becca once a month, like as scheduled, and then you'll be seeing other things as well. So it's not going to be just once a month technically. You'll be getting other episodes as well. Which is pretty cool. If you want to keep up with like updates about what we're doing, things like that, you can follow my business, Maldonado Creative. It is a growing production company. Okay, little by little, we're trying to put things out there. Make more content, all that kind of stuff, and we also do videography and photography and music production. So if you're interested in that, go ahead to our website, MaldonadoCreative.com.
We do all the things.
And you can see what we've done before and see if there's something that you want to do and if you want to work with us in the future. So, if you still haven't watched the Christmas episode from December, I don't know what you're doing, but it was so much fun. Yeah. Okay, we had a lot of fun.
It was a blast.
It was crazy the amount of setup that we had to do.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad that we finally came to like
I literally had to go like an hour or so early just to sit there. That way you guys could get the lighting and the cameras and everything okay, just so you could see that everybody looks so good on camera.
Yeah, and still like there were still things that like didn't want to work and everything because OBS is not for the faint of heart. Okay, OBS it's a lot of like figuring out and just a lot of research that had to go into it, and it's just like. And then you find out that the solution was super simple, and then you're like mad about it for like a week.
Yeah,
it's just like, are you kidding? So, but it was great. We had a whole team together that was like working, and we were at the music school, and they like made us feel really comfortable, and they helped us a lot.
They did. It was a lot of fun.
It was really fun. So we're hoping to like partner with them again at maybe for another Christmas episode at the end of the year or something else. that we might do, but just, keep an eye out for what's happening this year because I'm sure there's going to be some really cool events that happen. Okay, so that's all I have to update you guys with. Anything
I don't
you
really
have
have
to
any
say?
update. Oh, I graduate in May.
Look at her.
I'm about to be finished with school, guys.
Yay!
Yay! Bachelor's degree in criminology.
Yay!
And then I'll go back for the paralegal program. Yay!
That's so
That's really all I got.
exciting.
That's really all I got going on right now.
That's a lot that you have going on because school is no joke, and then that degree right there, I'm sure is
It's a lot of work. It's a lot
A
of
lot.
reading. It's a lot of reading and writing.
yeah, I bet. So
Mhm.
no, that's awesome.
Yay!
All right, well, that's all I have to say. So, thank you guys so much for listening and watching and everything. This will be posted on Spotify later on in the month, but you can also tune into the live stream if you want to watch the video, okay?
Y'all know you want to see us.
Yeah, just watch the video. It's
You want
always
to
more
see
fun.
us, besties?
Absolutely. And don't forget to subscribe,
Yeah.
all right?
Follow, subscribe, push
Subscribe,
notifications, all the
follow, everything.
Yeah.
Get the notifications.
Yeah.
Click that bell.
things. Mhm. Yeah.
Whatever else there is
Smash
to say.
that like
Smash
button.
that like button.
It's like
Comment.
It's like when Aiden was at the house for the whole
Yeah.
week, and I had to hear a whole bunch of YouTube videos and be like, smash that
Smash.
follow button, push that notification. I want you guys to come back and watch it. Or before they would even talk about what's in the video, they'd be
Yeah.
like, before I go on, make sure y'all smash that like button.
Yeah, supposedly that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like start the video and remind people to subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just
Y'all should already be subscribed.
why. Like, why?
I'm not gonna remind you all the
That's my
time.
thing.
I'm not your mom. I'm not your mother. I'm
Why
not
do
your
I
mother.
have to beg?
Right.
Why?
Just do it.
Just do it. It's free for you.
Right.
I don't understand.
Right.
Why? Why?
You
It's
guys don't want the
crazy.
smoke.
You go-
Okay. You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
Anyways,
Like we always say.
we love you a latte. Bye.
So,